If the Pope could time travel to a different timeline, would the seat be vacant?
Okay, you just said travel to a different timeline as opposed to a different time. So those are two distinct things. Like if he travels to the year from 2025, if he travels to the year 1925, he's gone back a century, but he's still in our timeline, maybe. On the other hand, if he goes to a different timeline and he could stay in the year 2025, but maybe in this alternate timeline, the Nazis won World War II. So we'd have a Nazi Europe, even though it's still 2025. So I want to make sure I am clear on which of these are you asking about. Are you talking about time travel or timeline travel?
Time travel.
Time travel. Okay,
Yes.
so like the Pope goes back to 1925. Well, the see would be vacant in 2025 because the Pope is not in 2025. So there would not be a functional Pope in 2025, and the see would thus be vacant.
Right.
What happens if the Pope comes back from 1925? Well, that's a more interesting. That's a more interesting question. Since the see became vacant, you could argue that the Pope lost his office when he time traveled, the way that Pope Benedict XVI lost his office when he resigned. And so if the Pope loses his office when he time travels and then comes back to 2025, his office may not revive. He may be an ex-pope. And in fact, they may have elected a new pope while he was gone. So I think that's an open question theologically. Would he lose the office, or would it come back when he comes back, or would it not? Since we don't have a practical way to time travel into the past at this point, I don't think that, frankly, the Church's magisterium has not addressed this question. And so I would say it's a matter of theological speculation where people could hold different views. But if he did travel to the past, then or the future for that matter, then the see would be vacant during that time, assuming he's not present in our time. There is one way he could travel to the future where there would still be a pope. And that is if he uses something like relativistic time dilation. Because if you travel close to the speed of light, time slows down for you. And so normally we all progress into the future at the rate of 1 second per second from an earthly frame of reference. But if the Pope got on a spaceship and flew, say, 90% the speed of light, then when he gets off the spaceship, even though only a year has passed for him, 1,000 years might have passed for the world. In this case, there would still be a pope, because even though he arrives in the year 5,000 or something quicker than the rest of us, for him, he still exists in 2025 and 2026 and 2027 and so forth. Mm-hmm. It's just time is moving really slowly for him.
Right. The seat was never vacant.
Oh, I hope he doesn't do that then.
Right. Yeah. If you were to time travel, and they say that the Church says that if a pope would ever time travel, that means that he loses his position, he loses the seat. And if he were to come back and the seat is still vacant, would it be necessary for him to be reelected by the College of Cardinals?
Well, if he loses, so yes, if two previous conditions apply. The first one is that he loses the seat. He loses his office when he travels into the past. And the second is that when he returns to the present, that the office does not revive. If it revives, he doesn't need to be reelected to become pope again. But if it does not revive, then he would need to be reelected to become pope again.
Alex, thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
It's wonderful to meet you, and
so
congratulations on your success in helping people to overcome obstacles to the faith.
I would not be able to do what I do without Catholic Answers. I want you guys to know that I have learned. I've been watching Catholic Answers since I was very, very young, and Jimmy and everybody, all of the great apologists here. And I want you all to know that the work that you guys do here inspired this young kid from Albuquerque, New Mexico to share the faith.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Alex.